lot of questions asking, what does Buck the Quo mean? Well, Buck's easy. That means to shake something off or to change it. But what does Quo mean?
Is it General Quo's chicken?
So, the status quo, what is it? Oxford? Webster's? This old dude who just likes to define things and screw with English to make the rest of our lives awful?
The status quo means doing what is expected. It's what others want you to do and what people consider normal.
The status quo is when you walk around, you do some learning, and you come to see how things are.
Status quo, like, that's what you gotta do.
They say that the status quo is what's happening now. It's not going to change, it's not going to get any better, it's not going to get any worse, nothing is really happening.
I think the status quo really means doing the same as everybody else, which is not always necessarily
A bad thing. We usually talk about it as a bad thing, but it could be a good thing, I guess, if you don't like anything to happen in your life at all.
Is it Edgar Allan Quo?
But what does bucking the status quo mean to you?
What we want to do is we want to buck the quo.
To buck the quo takes a little bit more work.
Bucking the status quo means going against the grain, not necessarily doing what others want you to do or what is considered normal.
Bucking the quo is when you do a little bit of work and you produce some monumental change.
just being different than everybody else, like taking a different path, being a little bit stranger maybe even.
You take what you know with the status quo and you just change it up a little bit. You open the doors without cutting off or burning any of your bridges.
So what does Buck the Quo mean to me? It means being brave enough to be yourself. The world is gonna wanna clump everyone together, and nothing really awesome happens when you're in the middle of a clump.
You know, so bucking the quo is just really being different than everybody else. Taking your own path. Like bucking the quo is not doing the usual.
So you take what you had before and turn it into a vehicle for change.
Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless.
So do what you love, no matter what.
So be sure to subscribe to our series and check out our segment next week when we're talking to Cooper.
To hear an 80-year-old man say I would do anything to be your age again. Bullshit.
Bring your swear jar. Oh.
That was A+ produced content, wasn't it?